Hello, members of Trinity Lutheran Church. I am addressing the congregation to give you updates for the month of May. So our governor on Monday made a declaration that the restrictions for religious services has been lifted. So we no longer are restricted to 10 people. But then also asked that we practice caution and other mitigating efforts so that we aren't spreading the coronavirus and things like that. So what we've decided to do is have 3 services. So we'll have our 6 o'clock Saturday service like we did before, and then we're going to have a service at 8 o'clock and at 10 o'clock on Sunday morning. So you can choose which of those services to go to. You don't have to sign up. And then for those services, there are a number of things that we're going to do to some measures that we'll be taking so that to reduce the chances of people contracting the virus while they're there. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to ask people to sit every other pew so we can have that distance. Mark the pews either yes or no. So when you come to church, only sit in a pew that says yes, not one that says no. Also, we'll have only one family per pew. So don't go into a pew that has another family in there already. Obviously, you have individuals who come to church alone or couples. So if that's the case, you can share a pew, but we ask that you would stay 6 feet apart from another individual or another couple. So obviously, if you're a couple, you come in, you can sit together, but we would ask that you give at least 6 feet to others. We're only going to be communing one family at a time for each communion rail. Then between each communion, the table that comes up, disinfectant wipe. We have some Clorox disinfectant wipes, and we will wipe the pews before each table comes up. Kind of like what we were doing before, except with the past few weeks when we only had less than 10 people. Except then, we only had one table anyway, and I would mix in between the services. So we'll just be doing that during the service, as many tables as we have. The individual cups, like we did with these 10 people services, they'll be spaced so that they're less likely that fingers will be touching other people's cups. And for the purificator, I'll have that dipped in grain alcohol, and that will then wipe the rim of the chalice just for an extra measure. We will not be shaking hands after the service. Members will be asked to wipe their pews and the outside of their hymn books, their hymnals. Right here. We'll ask you to wipe those and where you sat in the front afterward, and ask some volunteers also to help do that. And then also we'll ask you to take your bulletins with you. So please don't leave your bulletins at the church. Take them with you and throw those away. Everyone only uses one bulletin, and you don't use someone else's bulletin. And then we're also asking that we'll have some additional measures as well, and asking everyone to practice to use your own caution and good judgment. If you are willing and able, please consider donating a bottle of hand sanitizer or disinfectant wipes. So we've had members donate. I got this Red Fox. I think it used to be some sort of a booze, but this is not booze. It's hand sanitizer. So the distillery made hand sanitizer. So I have this, and I have a little dispensing bottle in my office that I use, or not my office, on the pulpit, and I use that during the service. Before and during the service, especially before doing communion. So if you either have disinfectant, it looks like I have a lot right here, but we'll probably be using it up, especially with more people coming. But also with the little dispensers. So if you have one of those dispensers that you could donate, that would be really helpful, so that we can have that in the narthex and people can use that before and after they come in. Just extra measures. And then also these are going to run out too. So if you have Clorox wipes or any other disinfectant wipes that you would like to donate, just like one of these, if just a few people donate one of these things, it would go a long way, and we can use those to be wiping the pews and the books and the communion rail afterward. So that's what we're asking for people to do. We're also going to be recording the 6 o'clock Saturday service, and we'll upload that to YouTube for the month of May. If you would like to receive communion, but you're still concerned because of health reasons or whatnot about being in a group for your own health or for someone else, then please contact me, and I would be more than happy to do a short service and provide communion for either you or you and your spouse or your family in a small group. So I am happy to do that for you. So those are the measures that we'll be doing. Again, Saturday at 6 o'clock and Sunday morning at 8 and 10 o'clock will be our service times. We're not going to reintroduce Bible study yet. And you don't have to sign up, but please pay attention to the measures that we're adding to try to limit the amount of the spread, and also use your own caution. Then we're also going to be recording the service for those who cannot come or have concerns about coming, that they can watch it online. I do want to encourage people who are healthy and if you are sick, obviously don't come as well. But I do want to encourage people, if you are healthy, to consider coming and receiving the sacrament. We have dealt with things like this before in the church. I know people have been saying that this is unprecedented. Well, I think a word is used a little bit liberally. It's different than other things that maybe we've dealt with in our life. But there are situations that we've had in the past and that we'll have in the future where it becomes difficult to worship. Sometimes it's persecution, and sometimes it's a sickness. And we have to take calculated risks as we go to worship. I know I, in the past, have worn a medical mask before giving someone communion in the hospital or in a nursing home or even the whole gown. When I'm sick, I don't go out on visits, especially because I'm usually visiting people who are older or have health issues. So I ask you to use your own judgment, but also to consider the risk, consider that we are doing other things, and what is the most important thing? The most important thing is the Word of God, and the most important thing is receiving the gifts that Christ gives us, the forgiveness that we receive in the strengthening of faith, and the love for one another that we receive in the sacrament of the altar. So yes, you do receive Christ through the Word, and you can do that, from your computer or from your home. And I do encourage you all to be having devotions at home. Have that Word of God in your homes, strengthen your faith. But I do encourage you to think about it and to consider coming to church to receive the sacrament, to participate in the worship, while exercising your due diligence and good caution. And if you are concerned, but you hunger for the sacrament, and you can either come to the church outside of the service times, or I can come and visit you, I'm happy to bring that service to you. So that's all I have for right now. Thank you for watching this. I have the newsletter will be coming out where I'll be addressing these things. So please take a read of that. But you're all in my prayers. I hope you're doing well, and please keep me in your prayers. And thank you for all the people who have been helping. People who have been helping. Josh Gravy and Fred Grover both helped with the services recording. Fred Grover has been doing it the past month. It's been very, very helpful. And thank you to the musicians and things like that, and efforts like that. The altar guild has been cleaning for these services, so thank you for that. And of course, thank you to everyone who have been sending in their offerings. That is important at this time for the support of the church. So we thank you for doing that as well. So God bless you all, and I hope to see you at one of these services. And if not, watch the services, and we'll get through this. God's in control, and He's the one we want to be in control. God bless you. Bye.